Sorry, I'm just
So I
messing with my action map.
actually decided to watch Star Trek Prodigy this morning when I was awake at 2 a.m. and couldn't sleep.
Yikes! How did that go?
What's
It's
that
a pretty
series?
good
Yeah.
show. It's the Nickelodeon Star Trek show.
It's the cartoon one, right?
Yeah, it's like almost in the animation style of Star Wars Rebels, I think. It's a bunch of orphan kids that get kidnapped to work in a mine colony, and they escape on a abandoned Federation ship. And I think they're supposed to be in the Delta Quadrant or something. I don't know. And it's like
Right,
holographic voyage, holographic Janeway is like the emergency command thing,
That's
hologram.
fun, actually.
And she thinks they're the crew or something like that. But it's it does something that I don't think a lot of Star Trek shows do much anymore, where it's just more about the idealism. Like, hey, this is what the Federation is about, and not so much what the Federation is.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the Federation stands for. This isn't what the Federation, because you see, it's more on the other shows. It's always, hey, we're the Federation. Now let's show you our dark side. Like, here's why all the Federation admirals are always evil. No, this is, hey, we're a bunch of orphan kids that have been abused our whole lives. This is a welcoming organization that believes in these ideals, and I'm going to try and get you to believe in these ideals and bring you together as a family. And there's
a natural character arc there. It's supposed to be a positive growth. I can see that.
And it kind of shoehorns in the other Star Trek tropes, like since Janeway is the hologram thing, teaching them how to run the ship and how to do things on the ship. It's like, it's a standing order for Federation vessels to explore M-class worlds that are unknown. Hey, we just discovered an M-class world, by the way. We should go investigate it, since you're ensigns and everything, right? And he's like, no, I want to do what I want. All right, well, I'm going to have to send this into the Federation as you breaking orders. And he's like, I don't want the Federation to know I have one of their ships. All right, let's go explore that M-class world.
That's funny.
Being held hostage by a Janeway hologram, that's fantastic.
That is a nice touch.
But I mean, it's got like a through plot line. It's not episodic and everything. There's a mystery in the background, like this guy's after the ship, and he's been training his daughter in linguistics and tech manuals and everything like that. And she figures, oh my god, I've got on the ship and I know how to work the ship and I know these languages. Oh my god, my dad has been training me for this for some reason. No, she's the daughter of the person who's been kidnapping orphans and using them to mine into mines.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that's the one thing I don't like. What's the cat race in Star Trek? Kzinti?
Yeah, Kzinti.
Yeah, they bring a small orphan like Kzinti in to the mines, and the daughter starts teaching her how to translate languages and everything. It's the most fucking adorable andro cat that I've ever seen. And when they abandon the mines and everything, they don't take the cat with them. It's the one character they don't they introduce that they don't bring with them.
It's Star Trek. You gotta have the alien on the bridge.
Practice.
No, they're all aliens. There's not one human except for holographic Janeway.
Oh, awesome.
There's also the Cations, because the Zinti came from space.
Oh, yeah, there's also, Maress is actually a Cation, and it's probably a Cation because Kzinti are technically Larry Niven's property. That's from known space.
Well, I know in Starfleet Battles, Kzinti are a thing, and also in the animated series.
Right. They're in the animated series because the Star Trek guys bought a story from Larry Niven, and he just took his known space series, which is a completely different continuity, and they just replaced the main characters with Star Trek characters and did that.
In one of the recent Star Trek movies, one of the bad guy in it was fighting. I think it was Picard, not Picard. This was the new series of the old series. You know what I mean? Where there was Kirk, but a new actor playing Kirk, fighting this guy up on like some kind of scaffolding, and he was mentioning all these various skirts of the galaxy, and one of them he said was Sinti.
Yeah,
they're almost a throwaway line, but it was in there.
I'm not sure what this is, and also a Kzinti showed up recently in Lower Decks. So, I mean, Kzinti are very much the copyright. There's an entire series of books called The Man Kzin Wars, which is completely unrelated to Star Trek. But yeah, because they showed up in that one cartoon, the guys who made Starfleet Battles claimed that since they had the license and the Kzinti showed up in a random cartoon, that they're also in the board game. And I don't think Larry Niven has made any waves about that. So, yeah, it's but they also vacation is what Maress is, and that's probably what the character is officially, since Kzinti aren't technically a Paramount property.
Well, either
And
way,
they're
that was the
really
one thing that I
economical.
hated is that they didn't bring the cute, adorable little cat thing with them. They decided to bring what was shit, what is the guy who makes Family Guy, his Star Trek show that's even better than Star Trek.
Orville.
Orville. They have a goo thing with them that's like that Orville guy that Norm Macdonald used to voice. Except that it's like a dog instead. It's like unintelligent. It just eats things. So yeah. Sorry to distract us for 7 minutes, but that was my 2 a.m. adventure.
Yeah, it's all good. We had fun.
Yeah,
I
Speaking
didn't
of
even
fun,
know that existed. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So let's get into it then. Star Trek is cool, and this looks interesting. I didn't know that this existed. I thought you were talking about the that comedy show, which I have not heard good things about. The comedy cartoon.
I like
Set
Lower
in
I think
Decks.
that's the lower decks.
I
Yeah.
like
Lower
Lower
Decks.
Decks more than Discovery. I stopped watching Discovery.
Yeah. The only thing of Star Trek that I've watched in recent history was the Picard show, and I did not really
I think
like
Lower
that
Decks is
either.
better than Picard.
Yeah. Well, maybe I should look into that.
Oh, Lower Decks is way better than Picard.
Okay. I mean, it's a low bar, but that's good to hear, at least.
I love you, Red.
I'm just a bitter old man. But here we go. It's time to Ironclaw. This is the Shade's Tale, which is an Ironclaw 2nd edition actual play game. And we are going to pick things up where we left them off, which was right before some serious battling or actioning, I guess. But before we do that, let's go through. We'll introduce everyone's character, and we'll talk about the recap, what happened last session, and where we are. And yeah, so let's start off with Theta, Ractus, at the top.
Yep, Harmon, personality relentless, motto, victory or death. Well, my first goal here is I think that maybe we should re-text what the first goal that I have listed down is.
Okay.
Just in case something, happens today. Because the first goal I have down is inform Colette that Harmon lives. Maybe that should be retitled to Rescue Colette.
Yeah, I mean, we might change that depending on circumstances, but
Alright, because otherwise
That would
I
be
have
pretty
deliver
funny.
message to Dubois Holdings at Mount Grimarte and discover and defeat the witches of the Lutera Grove.
okay, cool. Next up, we've got Arcloid.
Hello, I am Ironclaw. I play Connor Lavera de Ecrivis, the Brazen Raccoon Knight, whose motto is one hand washes the other. And I have the same goals as Theta there, inform Colette that Harmon still lives, which may become Rescue Colette. Then deliver the messages to the Dubois Holdings at Mount Grand Mart. And discover and defeat the witches of Lutara Grove.
Cool. And next up, we've got Griffin.
Hey everybody, I'm Griffin, and I'm playing the anonymous Armadillo Almoner, otherwise known as the Doctor. First do no harm, second get paid. And oh boy, am I not getting into a fight.
Yeah, we'll discuss why in just a second. Last but
Yep.
not least, we've got Rafferty.
Hello, world. I'm Norman Rafferty, he, him. I am playing Anushka, the Microbat Messenger, where my personal motto is know no fear and serve with joy. And yeah, I have the goals of, I guess, find Colette, or I guess that might turn into rescue Colette, and deliver the message to Grimarte. I'm not putting Kill the Doloro Hierarch on my list of goals, so not doing that.
Fair enough.
That's why you two
Okay.
left.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So last session, we split the party because of some conflicting goals or conflicting interests. So last time you guys had just gotten word that Colette had been taken hostage by a Doloro baron by the name of Emil. Let me see. Emil Meldgard, deep in the Rothos Mountains, deep in Doloro territory. So you decide to take the Rinaldi sword and head west to Chalon-Sechard to plan your next move. You guys learned a little bit about the current state of the war between the Avoirdupois and the Doloro and the battlefronts. Several of you got a few kind of side quests picked up. Specifically, Harmon picked up a job from the Archduke to find the Blessed Ones dwelling in the woods and to kill them. The Archduke of the Avoirdupois or kind of the king of the Avoirdupois territory, is trying to press this advantage that they have in the war, but they've sort of hit a wall. And one thing they can't get through is this area of Lutara's Grove that is being defended by the magical Blessed Ones or witches, depending on your perspective, that fight for the Doloro. Okay, so yes, you guys headed to Perival, which is now an Avoirdupois outpost. And you planned your attack into the Lutara Grove area. When you guys ventured in, you found several hamlets and villages that had been abandoned, some of them seemingly recently, some of them it seems like many, many years ago. You walked into an ambush by some Doloro guerrilla fighters who were not guerrillas and finished them off pretty well and rescued one Avoirdupois soldier. And it became clear that you guys were going to have difficulty finding this grove, but Harmon and Connor decided that they are dedicated to this war effort and they are going to try to take out the head of the hierarchy, of the Lutera hierarchy. So they sent Anushka and the doctor off ahead because both of them do not want to quarrel with the Blessed Ones. And once they had left, they began setting fire to the wilderness. And shortly after doing this, they were attacked by two T-Rexes, whose names I can't remember. But they managed to fell both of the beasts, and that's where we're picking it up now, kind of after we have gotten past that first attack by the Blessed Ones. So we're gonna do this because Anushka and the doctor are pressing on ahead. I thought it would be fun. We've done this before. If you guys wanted to run NPCs during this action scene that's about to happen.
I think we said it specifically before that Raph was going to kill us. That Raph was going to be Glenn.
It's so weird how eager Theta wants me to kill him.
Well, you really are the creator of the game. If anybody knows enough rules and loopholes and anything to get me, it's going to be you.
I'm one of the creators of the game, and yeah, I mean, I wish we had the capacity to archive them, but I do remember the 50-man battles that we used to orchestrate.
Yeah.
Because they would defend the Sacred Grove, because these locations are irreplaceable. So if you want me to assist, I'm more than happy to assist. I've killed Data before, and I will kill Data again.
Well, I would like
I can't
that.
remember the last time you killed me, though.
I would like to see you run this. So
I've got stories, but I can't tell them right now.
Yeah. So I always forget one thing during prep, and this time
Constantinople.
What?
Istanbul. Used to be Constantinople. Is that not what you're forgetting? Sorry. I was trying to jump the gun there.
Yeah. No, this time I
guess that's no one's business but the Turks.
It is specifically, I put together a stat block. I don't know if Ractus needs it, but I feel like it's only
Why would I
fair,
need
but I
it?
didn't share it. Not Ractus, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Rafferty.
give me the stat block. I would know my enemy's weakness.
There you go. So I'm going to try to share this. I wonder, let me just try dropping it in to chat here. Where are you?
Yeah, just
There
drop
you
the
go.
file. Should be good.
Yeah, I exported it as an HTML, so it's got like formatting. I don't know if that will...
Right. So clicking it should open like a browser window or something.
Yeah. View whole file. Nope.
Also, if anyone's gonna understand blessed magic, anyone in this world, it's gonna be Rafferty.
Yeah. So Raph, did you get that? Hmm?
He looked off to the side, so I assume he checked.
Sorry, I'm muted. I heard three things going on at once. You guys talking smack about me. So
No, sorry. So I just sent you in chat an HTML copy of the stat block that I
there we go. I
made
heard
up
you
for
talking
these
about
guys.
the stat block. Yeah, there it is.
So let me know if you
oh,
can see that.
How do I open this?
I'm just talking smack to make sure you give it your all to try and get
Oh.
me.
Yeah, if you can open it in a browser, it should be like formatted correctly.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, let me set the scene for you guys. You look at that. Dun, 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 dun.
It's clearly fall.
Okay, so this is kind of a big map. And I figured to get the most out of this map area, if you guys want to place yourselves on the left-hand side of this map someplace, Connor and
What's the source of blessed power again?
the gods,
The universe.
spirits.
So not trees specifically. Got it.
I mean, the paths are named after the trees. The trees are part of the universe. What universe do you live in?
The real one.
The one without trees. Gotcha.
Earth Zero, as we call it.
And I'm gonna pull out a
Earthlight.
token for.
No, I was just wondering. A thought occurred to me if their power was tied to trees, does their power get weaker during autumn, winter
because you
months?
burned down all the trees.
No, not that specifically. I'm looking at the map, and some of these trees, the leaves are dying, so it's clearly fall, autumn, sort of thing. It's like, oh, if their power was tied to trees, was it get weakened in the fall, winter months?
That's an interesting point. Interesting point.
But then again, I would assume they would want evergreen groves if that was the case.
Right?
You don't get to choose where the sacred groves are. The universe chooses that.
Right. But you would choose your grove that you tended to be the evergreen side. The universe might choose where the groves are located, but you can choose where you work.
We sent Potter away with the
Oh, okay.
others.
I
I
mean,
know you want to kill him, but
get out of here, Potter.
Yeah, Potter's with the mercenary group, right?
Yeah. Do I have to log out and log back in as a GM or something?
Oh no, you know what? I can just give you control of some tokens here. So let me do that. Okay, so
Well, it means we're not using blind.
what do you mean?
How to phrase this? You always put all of your tokens on the board and make them visible. I don't think I ever see anybody ever hidden.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you wouldn't technically, because if they were hidden, you wouldn't see it as a player. But
I mean, we could. You want to make him a GM, and then I'll relog in as a player, so I can't see what he's doing.
Well, I mean that's
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's up to.
that's. I'm sorry. I don't want to kibitz here because this is your GMing style, and it's always like surprising to me.
No,
Shut up and ignore me.
Well, no, the problem here is that Rafferty is going to be running some of these bad guys, and if he has a tactic he wants to use, I shouldn't know about it, and B, it shouldn't be played if I can see.
Proper way to do guerrilla tactics is to conceal stuff. That's usually why I'm complaining about
Wait. Here's an
Roll20.
idea. Well, here's an idea. What if you just text Red that you're gonna put something hidden on the field and just don't put it down, and then when I activate it, that way Red already knows how many tokens are gonna be out there. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you just don't let me see what your conversation is, and then say, "All right, now," and then Red can put a token on the field where it's supposed to be.
Okay, can I manipulate these tokens? Am I allowed? I am not allowed.
Let me get you. I can give you. Yeah. I didn't want to necessarily make you responsible for everything on the board, but I can.
Well, I mean, it's a question of how much you want me to do, because I'm happy to manipulate tokens.
I would be very interested to see you go hog wild with this, because I've actually never seen you run on one of
log back
these.
in as a GM. Then that would at least give me control.
That might be the fastest way to do it.
All right, hold on a
Change
sec.
each of these
I've got to do
tokens.
that then. Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
I was about to log back into Discord. Wrong thing. All right.
Exciting
and,
game prep.
let's see. Promote to GM. All right. You can relog Raf.
Okay, relogging.
I will log back in as a player.
All right.
Rejoin as
Zoom
player.
out.
Which
buddy.
just means that now I won't be able to assign statuses to other people's tokens. So I guess we're going back to the old token style.
Gotcha.
Unless Red does it.
Um,
Oh, no wonder. I was looking at a different map as well. Like, why isn't Connor moving his freaking token over? It's like, oh, he's not even looking at this map. Alright, there we go. Now I'm on the same map.
Oh, crud, did that stop working? Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Now, at least I can put these effects on my own token. Cool. Okay.
and you know what? I've got 3 kinds of dudes. It may be overkill, but I did make stat blocks for each of them. I'm gonna send you the other 2 stat blocks as well, Rafferty, so that you have. It's funny because now you're going to be playing with an army that I basically draft fielded.
Hey,
hey.
I've done it before.
Cool.
I mean,
Well,
I'm always I'm very fond of quoting that that Spoonie article that he did once about killer DMs.
Well, now you're not a killer DM. You're a killer co-DM.
exactly.
I guess more of the case is here, these 2 players know what they're getting into, i.e. they are waging one-man wars.
Also, I'm
Yeah.
actively egging you on to come and get me, bro. So, no way
tell
that you could possibly feel bad about this.
Okay.
I'm a man built for war.
So, Raf, what I'm doing now is I'm sending you the 3 stat blocks that I had. Again, it seems kind of
Thanks for
silly,
setting this
but
up.
yeah, I did the prep work, so you might as well be able to take advantage of it if you want to. This is
At this
and
point,
I guess
at this
I don't
point,
think
I
this is-
can't wait for the first turn we both die.
you're right.
I can't wait to kill Harmon.
It's
Hello,
unbelievably easy if you think about it. I, for one, for many, 2 campaigns now, have known all the ways Harmon can easily be killed. And it's just like, yeah, just no, please keep coming at me with typicals and elites that only use physical attacks.
Very
I'm good at one
interesting.
thing, and apparently that one thing are all the nails in the toolbox of every GM.
Yeah, basically. I mean, a couple sessions ago, we gave you some trouble with flyers. That was interesting.
That
The
was fun.
goblins.
Well, no, the very particular problem with those. Actually, you weren't there, Raph, were you? No, that was the session you were
Raph
gone.
wasn't there. Yeah.
Yeah. The very particular problem with that one is that they wanted my sword. The 2-hander that I have now.
Yeah.
So I couldn't put the sword away because they wanted to take it from me, so I couldn't pull out my ranged weapon. So it's like, oh, Jesus.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let me just describe, because you guys would have visuals on some of these dudes at the very least, and also Rafferty should have an idea of what I was thinking when I set this up.
Well, just to clarify before you start describing the scene, because I've been zoomed in enough that I can't see what's going on and the layout and everything. There's things that should be hidden are hidden, right?
It looks to be that way, yeah.
Okay, so I don't. Like I said, I've been zoomed in, so I don't even know how many people you're working with. Just so that when I zoom back out, I wouldn't know how many people are invisible in the field. So I just want to make sure before I zoom back out.
I think it's now safe to zoom back out. Right, Raf?
Oh yeah, it's safe.
Okay.
Is it safe?
Yes,
I don't know what the half-life is on Clerk's jokes, but
15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so these green guys are our basic defenders of the grove. They look to be
And that's
bored.
all that's on the map.
no. I can see more than the green guys.
I hate this. Where's View as GM?
Under settings.
If you relogged, you should be in as a GM.
You should be viewing as GM.
No,
You do have guys that are.
I misspoke. Where's View as player?
If you go into the gear icon, upper right-hand corner, should be a button that says relog in as player, or view as player, or something like that.
To leave and come back as a player in order to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gotten Himmel.
Because you can only be in the game as a GM or as a player. You can't just view
All
it
right.
together.
I thought I told this to. Okay, are you highlighting like you're supposed to? God damn it! There we go.
Did you when you
Yeah.
Got it.
the tokens that you didn't want to be seen? Did you move them to another layer?
I did.
Okay, because I can see the guys with the sword arm tokens and the guys with. Okay, now the other guys are missing.
GM layer. You shouldn't be able to see
the
them
GM
on the
layer.
GM
No,
layer.
well now they're gone. So whatever you
It was
just
okay.
did.
And Rafferty, there are a couple dudes that are visible. A couple of the green guys that are visible.
Would be visible.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
So yeah, the green armed guys are visible. The guys with helmets were visible, and now are not visible.
I mean, this is the there would have to be some that are visible because they're lookouts. The ability to be both hidden and a lookout is not an ability these guys have.
Right. Again, this is why I asked before I zoomed out. I wanted to make sure you had everything you wanted to happen. It just so happened it didn't work right. But now here we are. You want another minute to reorganize them? Put them on the field where you want to put them?
I'm good. I'm just I'm gonna stop complaining about Roll20. Stop.
I mean, here's the thing. In character, I still don't know that they're there. I'm not going to do meta bullshit and run up to the trees that I saw them in.
There would be some guys visible unless you were the world's most inept guard, because they would be out there looking.
If you recall, Harmon operates on danger sense, not on observational skills. I do the Spider-Man approach, where somebody attacks me to the back and the world goes black and white for a second.
And he smells bad.
And apparently, I have enough time to even then still say, my spider sense is tingling.
He does always say it, doesn't he? Well, okay.
The question would be, how would you be approaching? Because I'm assuming that you and yours are just like crunching through all the.
Oh yeah, right. Before, as I said, between sessions, that clearly would have taken 5 minutes after the T-Rex battle, so that Connor could heal himself from the hurt condition. So Connor bandages up, obviously, and then otherwise.
Nice.
I want to say that we would charge forwards, but we clearly wouldn't, because one, Connor and I have different speeds, and we don't want to separate, not in this most important of battles. So I guess this is a Vietnam scenario, like any Vietnam movie, slowly going forwards, keeping eyes out, watching my flanks.
There's something
Just
I
set
have
the
to do to make
stage
you
for it.
see nameplates. I keep forgetting. There's something stupid I keep
You
forgetting
click
to
the
do.
token, and where it says the nameplate, where it says the nameplate, you click the visible box, and then on the there should be 3 buttons going up and down vertically. On there's also visible names.
Okay, you say visible. There's no box labeled visible. There's a box labeled nameplate.
Yeah, you click that one. That's what the first one I said. And
Okay.
then the 3 buttons. It's like a round button with 3 dots that go
And
vertically.
you also have to turn on C in the 3 buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because the nameplate one is just for you, so you can see it. The 3 dots are so everybody can see it.
Roger that. That was something that bothered somebody. Okay.
Okay. So it sounds like
I'm good.
you're ready. So I guess we'll start with the action on Connor and on Harmon.
Well, if these sword arm guys are visible,
They are.
Yeah.
this is start a fight then. we're ready to go.
Okay. Well,
Set the scene for it. They're just wandering through the woods, and then they just see some hapless people.
basically, they don't look hapless. They're armed.
Traditionally, it would be that if they broke here and became brazen like that, are you guys stealthy at all?
No, we're both heavily armed. I'm in
Well,
the best
then-
armor in the world, and
He's
he's in the
stealthy.
second best.
Then they would see you first, and since I mean, I gotta ask, what's do we know he's coming?
Yeah, I think it's been
You
made
sent the
clear.
T-Rex after us, so obviously. But also, again, I want to reiterate, we're
we
doing
would
the
know-
Vietnam flank covering whole thing, so I'm assuming we have focus. We're moving
Yeah, okay, no.
incredibly slow, keeping
You
an eye on...
never. That is never true. You can never assume that you have focus. You keep quoting that, and that's not a
I'm
rule.
not quoting anything. I'm talking out loud.
Oh.
I'm not saying, in the book, this paragraph says, I'm saying I described a scenario before where we're moving slowly through, keeping a constant eye on everything, and what's the normal thing that you do?
So the normal procedure is that whoever starts the fight goes first. Period.
Right.
Second rule: the people who didn't start the fight get to make an initiative roll to see if they have focus or not.
Gotcha.
Okay, it's not
Okay.
automatic. You don't automatically get it.
Well, we've been doing it like that before when we're doing fights.
You guys have been doing it wrong, and I keep telling you not to do that.
Oh, you got lucky this time.
Yeah, there's even a gift in the game you can specifically buy that says you always start a fight with focus. No, you don't start the fight automatically with focus.
Well, I was describing things narratively before you interrupted, but fuck it, whatever. I'm not arguing until we get to something important.
Right.
Mhm.
You're always ready for a fight. You're always ready for a fight.
Well, no, what I was trying to describe is when I said what do you normally do, and you interrupted me to quote the rules. I was saying what do you normally do when you want to take a focus turn during combat, not focus turn, when you want to observe something during combat as you take a focus turn. This was you stride and focus. I was
You are
assuming that we were
correct,
in
but
combat
you
this
are-
entire way.
You are correct, but you're describing something different.
Well, I was assuming that we've been in combat this entire way. The
Okay, you are not.
T-Rex fight ended, and then we continued.
You're not in combat until the GM tells you you're in combat.
Well, we ended a session. That's the only reason that there's even a question about it.
So when you would arrive on the procedure is supposed to be that when you arrive on the map board, okay, and and a fight
Can
starts,
we just skip
you decide
this?
who's-
Can we just skip this to get to the fight? We've already agreed. You're
All right.
right.
I need initiative rolls from you.
We already did. That's on the map.
Okay, sorry. Let me switch to that because I'm in a different window.
Okay.
Let's see, chat. All right.
I am
Connor
unprepared.
has. You guys need 6s or better because of the range. Connor has successfully beat it and has weapons out. You have totally blown this.
Yes, I for some reason put my sword away like a fucking idiot.
It's not that you put your sword away. It's that you're wandering through the woods and something distracts you, or you stumble, or a tree gets in your way and you hack at it, or something.
Well, no, I mean with this, I don't even have a weapon ready, which means
Right.
I don't have my sword out.
You probably put your sword away when your bootlace became untied and you had to retie it. We make up it's gaming, guys. When you roll badly, we make up a reason why you rolled badly.
Yeah, I mean that follows.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm just a fucking
because
idiot.
these guys will choose the range of engagement. And this guy is going to go ahead and let's see. All right, let's fire a warning shot at Connor. Where's the measuring tool?
It's the upside down Q.
Yeah,
It's
upside
completely
down.
reversed Q. But
Does this work? There we go. There we go. Wow, I am not going to hit you in a million years. All right, Connor, let's see. That is 36, so that's 412. 412. That's past 12. All right, Connor, you get an extra D12 to your defense.
All right.
That is a tie. I believe you are armed with a buckler. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so an arrow flies at you, and you do that Boromir move I really love in Lord of the Rings, where you just bat it out of the air.
And he had a whole shield. I just have the boss.
Yeah. Well, it was a tie. It would have hit you if you weren't so uncannily good. Why are you not? Oh, why? Excuse me. There we go. Okay, this guy doesn't have a shot. So for those of you playing along at home, since that guy doesn't have a shot, he's just going to focus, stride, and focus. I don't. Why are you not? Okay, why can't I select this guy?
Can't you? Yeah. I can't either.
Can't select him.
Oh no! What happened to this guy?
What is wrong with him? Can you select him?
Did he get moved to the? You know what? Somehow he got moved to the map layer. That's why.
Oh, he's on the map layer. All right. Sorry,
I just moved him back though.
so I'm a player now. I can't help anybody.
Okay. People who don't have shots, focus. Okay.
By the way, that guy doesn't have a name.
Yeah, I know. I think the window locked up on me.
I know if you close a window more than one time, it'll do that.
I clicked too fast, and
I mean, it's not super important. It just
I feel like all right.
Just two of the guys on the map have no name. I just wanted to point it out. That's all.
There we go. It's hard to tell. God in Himmel, what's going on here? Thank you. Jesus. All right. All right. This guy also has a shot at Connor. Connor, same drill. You get an extra D12 to your defense.
All right.
As someone takes a shot at you. Another tie. That's another hit on your buckler. It's one of my favorite scenes, by the way, in Lord of the Rings. All right. I'm marking these guys as pink because it's a note to myself that they fire their arrows because you have to re-ready arrows.
Just about to ask.
Okay. So those two shoot at Connor because they have a shot. The other two do not. So they're visible under partial cover. They have dangerous looking bows. All of them, of course, are indeed wearing the green of the Doloro. And when you get closer, you can probably get a better look. But to get a better look, you have to take a focus turn. Okay, now we are in combat. End of bad guys. Rise of good guys. It is now your turns.
You go first, Connor.
All right. Give me a moment to scroll my sheet. All right, I'm going to guard and dash.
Righto. And what about you, Connor? Harmon, I mean?
Yeah, I draw my sword and I guard.
Right, you ready your fumbling weapon and you guard. Oh, I can't do two. See, you can't do multiple dots at once. That's one of the things that always frustrates me.
You could if you used my macro, but you don't, so.
Oh, where's your macro?
It's something I posted in chat a long time ago.
Well,
You have as many dots as you want.
No, with my macro, you can select a bunch of tokens and then just hit the button, and they'll all get the dot at once. Yeah.
Oh, you mean apply them all at once?
Yeah.
Okay.
My macro is amazing for that shit.
all right. Well, you guys didn't move.
Connor did.
Okay, and I'm gonna have to try that macro sometime. Sorry, I assume that when you say a macro, it's built into the thing because you guys always say the macro is right there, and then you just do it.
No,
You
because you have to put it in yourself. That's
Yeah,
why
you
I
have
put.
to set it up.
That's why I put all the text of the macro into the Discord before and said, "Hey guys, look at these cool macros that I made," and put videos in about me using them.
Why are you?
I'm typically proud of what I do.
I'm getting this weird thing where I'm pushing buttons in Roll20. It's not responding.
What buttons are you pushing?
All right, so I select the token and then I push the circle button to change its dots, and nothing happens.
Roll20. Come on, man.
I think I'm going too fast for Roll20,
It's possible.
which is a frequent problem.
Again, I don't know. I'm on player side, so I can't even help anymore.
Okay, Connor, you'll get an extra D12 due to range and an extra D12 due to your guarding. I have 2 more shots at you. One coming from this one who pops out and takes a shot. You dodge expertly.
I'm not even
You have
going to
another
bother
shot.
with the range die.
Same drill, another shot from this one. The nameless one. Okay. And they had focus, so they can take 3 turns. So they can aim, shoot, and reload, which is what they do. The first 2 fire, they fail to hit. Next 2 fire, fail to hit. End of bad guys, rise of good guys.
Go again, Connor.
I was going to wait for you to come join me.
Don't worry, I'll be ahead of you in no time. You go
Plenty
first.
of arrows. We can keep this up all day, guys.
All right, dash and guard.
All right. And Harmon?
I guard and run.
All right.
I
Allows you to move
assume what's going to be required to cross the river.
The river is half movement and it is waist deep. So when you are in the water, all of your dice are swimming, but it's only bad footing, so it's only 2 for 1.
Okay, so it only cost me 8 to get across the river then. So -4 off of my total will still get me right in front of you.
Stop right here at the 20 mark.
Do you have somebody with... Okay, it must be somebody in the trees. One of the invisible people. Got you.
We got people you can't see. Wow, I think I failed the roll.
Ruh-roh.
You are one lucky schmuck.
Well, I don't know what you're rolling for, so I couldn't tell you.
I actually have to look this up now because I think I blew it. No, you come to the Sacred Grove. We have extra powers when we're in the Sacred Grove because we're out of the city and we get extra powers while we are in it. No, all right. So you wander into the river and you can't step twice into it. Did I get enough for this?
The dies are being cast as we speak.
I don't know the effect. Here's the problem: is I don't understand blessed at all, so that entirely rely on your interpretation of any of it.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually score enough for this. No, keep going. Ignore me. You can keep moving. I needed at least 3 successes and didn't even get it.
Just make sure that's the proper place to stop. Yep, that's fine. All right, and I go reeling for the run.
And you are reeling. All right. I need to switch layers. GM info overlay. Okay. Excuse me a moment. Wow, I gotta do this slowly or the thing will get away from it. And then I gotta move back to the GM layer. Okay. And how much movement is it gonna cost?
Swarm.
We indeed swarm. Okay, this guy here is going to aim and shoot at Harmon.
He has the pink on him.
Yes, I did. I just put the pink on him because he's out of ammo. I just did it right now. He started with ammo.
There's some Twitch problems going on, so I wasn't looking at the map.
There's a delay when this thing responds to stuff. So, okay. By the way, I'm using tactics against you.
A bunch of these guys are outside of the 2-meter range. All of them are. The green radius of me is my token is my token. You're inside of me. Ref, I'm trying to explain it to you while you're interrupting me. The green is just to indicate that I am guarding. The token line around me is my actual size of token. You're standing inside of me right now.
All right, hold on. I gotta zoom in to see your token line.
Because remember, I'm a giant.
It's kind of zoomed out.
I remember that you were a giant, but I didn't realize your aura was much larger than your token line.
Yeah, just to indicate, because it has to be larger than my token to come outside of my token. Because I had stopped just beyond the 2 meter, or just inside the 2 meter mark of the guy, the archer, so that he wouldn't be able to attack me without moving.
Okay.
And then you moved your other guys not far enough. That's why I was
indicating. 20
indicating.
is lagging like a mofo for me. What are you doing? Stop that. Okay, so anyway, we're taking a shot at you. You can dodge this, and I think you just did.
I haven't rolled yet. No, I was waiting. I was going to say dodge, but I was waiting for everything to come through. So
all right,
let's
take a shot. That is a crappy shot.
I thought you said you had pack tactics.
This was the range shot?
Oh, wait, you're right. We do have pack tactics. Thank you for reminding me of that.
So it's what, 2d12
Please ignore
and a
that
d8?
roll. Or, ignore that roll for right now. So, and those guys are guarding. Okay, that's a much better shot.
Okay, dodge. I am guarding. I don't have a shield anymore. So your 8s hit me. So 2 8s, what's the base damage?
Longbow, that's 2 points of damage, plus another one because it's critical, plus 1 because it's a longbow, it's a 4-point hit.
Alright, watch me go down.
You won't go down with a 4-point hit.
No, I'm hurt and reeling, but I'm already reeling. So I'm
okay.
hurt.
Then this guy moves in because I was saving him, and he is going to go ahead and attack you.
Oh, wait, before you do that, did you roll my, for my reeling? Did you add a d8 for that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, just making sure.
So, the d12 and the d8s from the first roll, I'm keeping those even though they're ones.
Which one is attacking me now?
That would be this one, I believe you will counter.
Are you in range? Yeah, I guess if you want to say 0.5 outside, it's still in range.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a
giant. It's literally my only benefit. What do you want from me?
No, it's the way you're defining it. Sorry, as I will make sure they are brushed up and touching your circle to make sure they are within range. I apologize for being a couple pixels off. That is my fault.
0.5. Anyway, yes, I'll counterattack.
All right, bring it.
I'll wait to see yours first. Okay, well, double 12s is really going to get me. All right, let's see. Not threatened.
Oh,
no strength.
And in case it matters, I do get the extra d8 because you're reeling.
And aim. All right. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We are armed with
5,
maces.
9. Sorry.
So
1, 2, 3.
that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're hurt, which is 5.
Okay. So what is it? Afraid? I think is the only new condition.
It's 2 points, so you're hurt and afraid.
All right, I'm going to tap Frenzy.
All right, you go enraged.
Get rid of that, and I have to manually do Frenzy.
Okay, so for those of you playing along at home, a bunch of guys suddenly stormed out of the trees, and they run screaming. Everybody here is a boar, I believe. So yeah,
yes.
So they run and attack, and meanwhile Pegali here, feeling brave, fires a shot, stumbles, even though you're already reeling, so who cares? So it just kind of shoots you, and then they rush in. I haven't had a chance to name everybody yet. And yeah, it's a bunch of angry boars swarming on Harmon and Harmon flailing.
Does this one not have anything left to do?
He's supposed to be guarding
Oh, okay.
because the archers had to. Some of the archers literally just moved in and guarded at you, simply to block your escape. Okay, which means these guys revealing themselves is their recovery action, because if you want to hide, you have to send yourself reeling every turn. And now we're going to go ahead and break cover. And roll really shittily. Is it just me that has the problem that when I grab a token, if I drag it too quickly, Roll20 drops it?
Yeah, that's a you problem. Oh no, I guess. What browser do you use?
Firefox.
I love me some Firefox, but I use Chrome when I'm doing Roll20. I feel like it plays much nicer in Chrome, even though now they're saying don't use Chrome because it's been hacked all over the place. But here we are. Now you all know.
I mean, if somebody wants to steal my debt, go for it.
Yeah, right.
Where's the measuring tool? There we go. Well, okay, Connor. Bertha here is going to go ahead and take a shot at you. You may take an extra D8 due to rain. That is a tie.
You got an 11?
No, I have an 8 and a 2.
My guard die came up 11.
Oh, 11. My bad. You're missed. Okay, and Nameless will take a shot. So once again, the ones that are hidden, you are reeling every turn that you're hidden.
Right.
So Red, don't let me eclipse too much here. But yeah, they're reeling. I reveal them and then they move in.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Okay, so so from behind the tree cops over here, I take a shot and I take a shot. We're not hitting, but we have all day to do this. And let's see, I'm alive. So if I don't make a showing here, everyone's going to laugh at me. And Harmon is a giant. Harmon, this nameless person here to the north takes a shot at you. You get an extra D12 to dodge due to rain.
All right, wait to see your roll first. Of course, I'm dodging. I have no choice.
You're lucky. That's a crappy roll.
You said D12?
Yeah. Due to range.
I couldn't beat a 7, so you
It's
hit me
a crappy
1.
hit. That's a longbow, so it's 1 + 1 success, +1 because you're hurt. It's a mere 3 point.
A merest 3.
Oh, you would become afraid, but that negates the rage. Because normally when you can't, rage negates fear and then goes away. So you are shot again. We can shoot into this melee just fine because Harmon is a giant and thus cannot claim cover from smaller people. Yeah, and all of them attack, and shouting Lutara loudly, some of them. Others just shout incoherently as they attack you. Fire in their eyes, the likes of which you haven't seen, because normally when you attack people, either craven malefactors or power hungry. These are zealots. It is the end, actually. No, I think I got some more guys to reveal, but it's the end of our turn, so I'm going to reveal a couple more guys.
Losing the dodge there, that would refresh my rage within, wouldn't it?
Using your dodge refreshes the rage within?
Lose an attack versus defense contest.
You did lose an attack versus defense contest. That is absolutely true.
Right, so it refreshes the rage within, which means I have frenzy on tap again.
Okay, that's how that works. Okay, I'm on the wrong way.
Yeah, I think you just dragged the map a little bit.
Yeah, I tried to put it back.
By the way, I imagine if I had a visual to go up against a Raph in one of these combats, is imagine Lewis Black in his, messed up suit outfit, sweating profusely. I would probably rule book in my mouth like, argh!
Okay, it's Connor and Harmon.
Connor, go first.
All right. going to guard and actually, yeah, Harmon doesn't need rallied, so I'm just gonna move forward with a dash of 4 plus a stride of 1.
Okay, when you hit the water, it's 2 for 1.
Well, that's as far as I can get.
Okay.
And you said people don't like to advance slowly.
Yeah, Nerval is shouting at the other ones. Stand your ground! He bleeds like anyone else, and I believe it's Harmon's turn.
Yeah, I'm just trying to consider. Pack tactics only does not work on counters, right?
Oh, Nerval.
It does not.
Right, so it might behoove me to try and take these guys out at their weakest, but that would leave me very vulnerable to account when it's your turn and there's more of you.
3 of them are guarding, 1 of them is not.
Right. I'm just saying that all those D12s only come when you attack, so this might be my only opportunity.
It might be.
I recover from reeling. I recover from reeling, and I attack.
Which is your target?
The one that's not guarding.
Well, no guts, no glory. I will counterattack.
Oh boy.
Not threatened. Strength applies. Not aiming. God damn it. Oh,
I am not long for this world.
So what? 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 damage.
I will soak none of that and be destroyed.
At the very least,
Ouch.
fear on all these other guys, right?
Oh, and I just tried to apply it to all of them, and once again, you can't do groups.
Yeah.
I believe your weapon sweeps.
Yep. I'll move to the next guarding guy. Yeah, right. To the right of that one, rather, I should say.
All right.
Can I get lucky twice? So another 8.
Not as much damage. How much
sorry,
is this?
not 8. 2, 4, 6 this time.
Okay, so you have 2 successes.
Yeah, they're slaying though.
Oh my god, do you have the arm, Colleen?
Yes. I've described it before. That's why the goblins wanted their sword back.
Yeah.
They're after me.
Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna be over here. It's just, oh man.